When someone makes a mistake that costs us time, money, or effort, our natural reaction is highly predictable. We get angry, we retaliate, we write them off entirely. Thomas Edison was an exacting authority figure running a high-pressure laboratory, expecting strict results from his staff. Building early lighting technology was an incredibly tedious process. A single prototype required up to 2 days of precise labor just to construct the delicate glass structure and its internal filament. Once finished, these fragile prototypes had to be carefully carried across a cluttered, hazardous workspace. One afternoon, this job fell to a nervous young assistant. After 2 days of Edison's careful construction, the young man dropped the bulb. It shattered instantly on the floor. Edison didn't fire him. He didn't yell or demean him. Instead, he handed the exact same young man the materials to try again the next day. Edison later explained that taking the job away would have destroyed the assistant's confidence. Curious, slightly slower. This leaves us with a question. What is the underlying logic that allows a leader to override the deeply ingrained human instinct for anger and choose radical compassion instead? The writer of Hebrews offers a structural framework for this specific kind of grace in chapter 5, verse 2. The text outlines the role of the high priest, a flawed human pulled from the population to represent the people before God. He is able to deal gently with the ignorant because he is subject to the exact same weaknesses. We see this exact logic in Edison's laboratory. When asked about his long process of inventing the bulb, Edison noted that it took him 1,000 failed stages to develop it. He possessed the capacity to show patience to a failing assistant because he was intimately familiar with his own failures. This design of the flawed high priest provides the essential criteria for understanding Jesus. By stepping completely into the human condition, he experienced the full weight of our struggles and weaknesses firsthand. This shared experience qualifies him as the ultimate representative, one who understands temptation's pressure, yet possesses the perfect grace to lead us through it. True compassion operates on a strict logic. When we process someone else's failure through the filter of our own internal frailty, gentle treatment becomes the most rational response. Once we understand our own shared weakness internally, it dictates exactly how we must speak and act toward others externally. 1 Peter 3:15 gives a clear, direct instruction for this exact behavior. When we answer or engage with other people, we are required to do so with gentleness and respect. This command cuts directly against our modern reflexes. When we possess superior knowledge, or when someone else makes a mistake out of ignorance, the temptation is to use our position to demean them. Recognizing our own flaws completely removes our right to demand perfection from anyone else. It forces us into a permanent posture of gentleness. When failure isn't met with grace, we enter a retaliation cycle. A mistake triggers anger, destroying a person's confidence, leading directly to more mistakes. 1 Peter 3 gives us the exact instruction to short-circuit this loop. The command is blunt. We are told not to repay evil with evil or insult with insult. We have to do the exact opposite. Instead of retaliation, we are called to repay failure with a blessing. We absorb the cost of the mistake, just like Edison did, and offer grace in return. Consistently offering this level of grace is exhausting. Luke 18:1 acknowledges this reality, instructing us to be persistent in prayer so that we do not give up on people. When we filter the world through the lens of our shared human weakness, our response to failure changes. We stop destroying people with our anger, and we start transforming them with persistent, radical compassion.